What does it mean when we make something available to people? And what does it mean when we make something accessible to them? Do they mean the same thing? In this episode of Know the Difference, we're going to explore the key differences between what it means when we are making admission, resources, and support available to people, and what it means when we are making admission, resources, and support accessible to them. In the workplace, there are many things that organizations, leaders, and managers provide to employees. Things like resources, opportunities, perks, and accommodations. But are we overlooking the degree to which all employees are able to use and engage with them? To explore this, let's start by first defining available and accessible. Available refers to the effort to make admission, resources, and support obtainable to everyone by presenting equal opportunity for use or delivery. An example of something being available would be when a government department has a vital information for the public and provides it written out in full detail on their website. All people affected have equal opportunity to view it, and it is presented and available to everyone looking for it. Now, accessible refers to the effort to make admission, resources, and support obtainable to everyone by providing them in multiple mediums, methods, and chances to use it. The purpose is to overcome barriers or inequalities that may hinder some populations' ability to receive it with the same ease as others. An example of something being accessible would be going back to that same government department's website. Rather than only providing it in written form, if they provided the information in multiple forms, say video, audio, and in multiple languages, this would allow more equitable access to it for people with different learning preferences or language fluencies. They could also provide it to people in a method that is not reliant on the website for those who struggle with poor or no internet access. The difference between available and accessible has a lot in common with the difference between equal and equitable. When something is available and equal, it's offered to all people in the same way, regardless of their needs, situation, or preferences. When something is accessible and equitable, it is offered to people in a way that levels the playing field and recognizes that a single method or a single audience is not sufficient to reach all people. Where this difference becomes important in our workplaces is when it comes to what organizations, leaders, and managers offer their employees. Whether it's providing people access to resources like equipment, or if it's providing people opportunities for advancement, or it's providing perks like flexible scheduling, or even if it's about providing people with the ability to have accommodations, whether it's from a disclosed disability or a personal preference to allow them to easily provide their best work. There is a big difference between the effort required to make things either available or accessible. For example, let's say your company has a leadership track program where employees have access to self-directed study materials to work towards a promotion. If they inform all employees of the program and make the only requirement to access it a written request to your manager, they have made it available. However, if the materials are only written in hard copy, stored at head office, only for use outside of working hours, and approval for access is only given after 10 years with the company, then this program is not accessible to all employees. This excludes employees who do not have a reading learning style, or who work remotely or in a satellite office, or who have personal commitments outside of working hours, or who are from younger generations where longer tenures are far less common. Whether or not this exclusion of some populations is intentional is beside the point. It is not accessible to everyone just because it is available. The truth is, people are complex, and what works for some will not work for all. This is why, if we want our efforts to be more impactful, we need to prioritize accessibility over availability in our workplaces. If you'd like to know more about creating accessible solutions and resources for your workplace, then be sure to check out some of our other videos and our website, roman3.ca, for tools, resources, and support, because knowing is half the battle.